Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Check it out. Today we are going to be reviewing the Insta360 One camera, VR camera that basically shoots two 180-degree pictures. It's got two lenses, one on each side. And what's unique about this one is it has this little connector that pops out and you can put into your iPhone and either use your iPhone as your monitor device. It also has a tripod mount on the bottom so you can use it standalone, put it on selfie sticks, whatever you want to do. But we're going to be reviewing this one today. We're going to be unboxing it. I'm going to be putting this on one of my drones also and getting some 360-degree footage on that. So anyway, let's get started with the Insta360 One. This has an award from CES 2018, so it must be a pretty innovative product. It got an Innovations Award. 360-degree photos and video, live streaming. It does 4K, does 24 megapixel still shots, instant sharing, in-app editing, real-time stabilization. So this is another one that does stabilization. So it's got some kind of digital stabilization in there to take out the bumps and movements. Anyway, let's take it out of the box here and see what we get. Just a black cover here. Look at that. So there it is, right on top, nestled away in its little molding. And this looks like a multi-purpose kind of case cover thing where we have this case on it, and if we pull the camera out, this case goes for, oops, I just turned it on. Yeah, there's the on button. You heard that chime, I just turned it on. We can put it in this way if we want to. I kind of use it as a little bit of a tripod mount or push it in this way for a protective case. And here it is. So a nice looking camera. I accidentally just turned it on, but oh well. Let's take off these lens protectors here, and we can see it says 4K UHD on the front. We already have a green light from the power. It's like a glass finish, and then there's also some matte finish plastic around it. Over on this side, this is pretty cool. This is actually like a pop-out connector. Let's see how this works. So if we pull this down, wow, okay, there we go. So we have a locking Apple Lightning connector that pops out there. And that's the thing that we're going to be able to just slide right in our iPhone or iPad. Flipping over to this side, we have the other camera for that 360-degree video. Let's take off this protective coating. And we have another green light. Looks like there's two microphones, one there, and it looks like one down at the bottom here. So next to the power switch. Flipping it completely over though, we do have our SD card, and it does come with one, and there's our tripod mount. So that's how I'm going to be mounting this on a couple of my drones. Let me turn this off actually by pressing that power button. We hear that chime to power down. Let's see, there we go. So it looks like you're going to need a pen or something. And the card is an OV Turbo 8 gigabyte, looks like a class 10 card. But anyway, that's the card they give us with the camera. At least they give us something. And just an FYI, you really are going to either have to have some nails or something else. Even this little candy cane pen here without the pen part, couldn't push this thing in. So I've got the Mavic lens cover here, and that'll push it in and lock that SD card into place. And just be careful setting this thing down. There's not really a flat surface. So if you try to set it this way, it's going to fall over unless you use that case there. So you don't want to scratch these lenses. So what I'd recommend doing if you are going to set this thing down is maybe set it down like this. It seems like it'll just kind of rock and set itself that way. So at least you won't, oh, see that way flipped over. Anyway, something I missed here on the bottom of the connector, there is a micro USB slot, and there's a reset switch. On top actually is a speaker for the onboard sounds. Anyway, I'm going to set this thing on the side and its little caddy there, and we're going to open up the rest of the box here and see what else they give us. This one does bullet time. Cool. So they give you a little tether you put into that tripod mount, just like a little hand whip, and you can start the video, slow motion video, and swing it around yourself and get kind of a bullet time slow motion shot of yourself doing things. So kind of a unique function that they're touting. You put it into 120 FPS mode and you can do that slow motion circling shot. Looks like we've got our instruction manual stuff and also our cabling. So there is our micro USB cable to charge it. This here looks like that little swinging lanyard is what I should call it. And this is kind of neat. It's just like a fishing line. So it looks like maybe around 40 to 50 pound test fishing line. And on the end, guess what? It just has a little tripod screw. So you screw that into the bottom of it. Let's check that out right now. So this will screw into here. Screw that in nice and tight, of course, because if you're going to be swinging this thing, you don't want it to fall off of that thing. Now this could get kind of dangerous. You're going to want to make sure you're not around anything, because you could quickly break and hit that lens and shatter this camera if you're swinging it around you. And then on the other end of the fishing line, there's just a loop. So you just wrap it, loop it on your finger, do that motion, swing it around yourself, and you can get those cool shots. So another little feature of this unique little camera, kind of cool. By the beach here in Wailea, Maui. Nice day today. And I want to do some stuff with this one. Of course, this one has that bullet time capability, so we're going to try that. And we're also going to try to mount it up. I got the disco plane here. This should be interesting. And I have a jerry-rig tripod mount in it, and I'm just going to screw it right on here. Nice and tight, like this. And we're going to get up there. I'm going to fly it in the air, and check that out. It mounts up nice and perfect. Seems pretty solid the way I have it mounted up. And we're gonna just fly over the coast and see what kind of 360 video we can get. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a VR flight with this one, but I'm definitely gonna put a VR version up there on the channel, so check that out. Okay, so before we get it on the disco and do our flight along the coast, I just wanted to try out this bullet time thing. So we get this thing in the package. It's just this fishing line on a tripod mount. And all we're doing is screwing this on nice and tight. Seems pretty good. Just make sure your lenses are clean, of course. I already got some thumbprints on this one. We're gonna turn it on first. We should hear a chime and everything power up. You kind of put the other end of the strand here around your finger in a comfortable position so you can kind of start swinging it around your head. And I'm gonna press this button 3 times. And I'm looking at the green light here on the front. Okay, so I pressed it 3 times and I heard a ding, and now it's actually flashing fast. So then all we do is, this is kind of funny, but we just go ahead and start swinging it around. So take it like that and just start swinging it like this.
Pack your bags, we're leaving today. What is taking you so long? Don't look back, we're on our way. Turn up our favorite song. We're going wherever the wind blows, and enjoy the ride along the way. Forget the past, we'll be okay. Let's both sing out loud with open arms. We embrace the life with open eyes. We observe the lights.
Cool, so I think that gives us a pretty good idea of how it is in its bullet time mode. I'll have kind of slowed that down and sped it up so you can see the different speeds, hopefully. And then all we do is when we're done, we just slowly pull it down and stop it from spinning. Grab the camera and just press the power button. Okay, I heard a tone and the light stopped blinking. So it should be good to go. Now you can go ahead and edit it on your phone and do whatever you want with it. Before I go ahead and put this on the disco, I'm just going to take a couple of pictures. So here's a couple photos. Let's see. This is just holding it in the hand. Do a couple like that. Of course, you can also put it on a selfie stick. And speaking of selfie stick, I actually did get one from them. So this is the one they sent me in the pack. It's a pretty cool selfie stick. I'm not sure if I showed this in my unboxing, but you just kind of unscrew it a little bit and it slides out, and you can turn it clockwise again to lock it. And it has 1, 2, 3 different lengths. And then when you find your length, you just screw the top tight and lock it. And then you can screw the selfie stick right on top there. Nice and snug. It's got a little rubber padding here, so you see that there? So then we could do either 360 or regular pictures, or let's just try some regular 360, so 2 clicks. Now it's recording in regular 360 video, so I should be able to just walk around with the selfie stick, and you're gonna see how it is in just regular 360 video. This isn't the bullet time where you spin it around your head. This is a different mode, just the regular. So let's see how this is. Just gonna jog a little bit, let you guys soak up the view a bit. Pretty cool. So I think it's pretty good at stitching out the stick too, this actual selfie stick. So if you're skiing and whatever you're doing, I'll have that shown right now where you can actually see that the stick is barely visible. So it stitches out that stick. It's pretty cool. But here's a nice little 360 view of the ocean here. And I think what's cool about this one is it has that software tracking. So if you wanted to track your face or track something else in the video, when you're editing the video, you can just click on it and you can track that item. So for example, I'm moving the camera around now and I'm gonna try to track my face. See, I'm moving it left and right, and we'll see how good at the image is tracking and staying on my face. I'm just kind of swinging it all around. I'm gonna go kind of sideways, up and down, left and right. Now I'm kind of gonna swing it over my head, kind of like we were doing bullet time. Now let's just see how well that kind of tracks my face and head or whatever I'm tracking in the video. Cool. All right, so pressing on it again to stop it. Save into that card. Now let's go ahead and take this off and put it on the disco and fly a little bit before the wind comes up. I can see that wind coming in, that line out in the ocean, so I don't want to get stuck in that. All right, wow. So it looks like on the landing it twisted just a little to the left, the 360 cam, but otherwise A-okay. That was awesome. So it came in just in time. The wind starts coming up this area, usually between 10 and 12. We're looking at around like 15 mile per hour gusts right now, so that was the perfect timing to come in. So I'll have had that video up on the screen for you guys to see. Wow, the wind's really picking up now. But I hope you enjoyed that. That was a super fun flight. Not sure if I'm gonna have any of the disco video up because this is mainly for the camera. But it looked like I was able to go around a mile that way. Got some cool footage of some boats going back to the harbor. And I was able to kind of shoot through the cinder cone here, get McKenna Beach a little bit, and come on down the mountain and kind of get close to some of those boats before we came back and landed. So I hope you really enjoyed that little review of the Insta360 one cam, guys. We tried the bullet time, the regular 360, and also their 360 selfie stick. And don't forget the links are down in the description down below. So if you guys wanted to check the pricing on this cam and further specs. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Wow, the disco still has 71% power after all that.